Hello, this is Stephen McNutt with Densemode.com, and in this video we're going to go over the basic setup and configuration of our web server for our Active Directory PKI. So the area of interest in this topology is this guy right here, PKI. What this guy is he's just a basic web server, and later he'll also be an on-run responder. And what he does is he hosts the certificates for the root and issuing CAs, as well as the CRILs for these guys. And what this is for is when client computers are doing certificate validation, they're going to come to this server in order to download root certificates and also to validate existing certificates to make sure they haven't been revoked. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the server and how it's configured. First things first is I recommend creating like a second volume instead of putting it on the C drive, and then create a folder that's going to host your files. In this case, I just called it PKI. Very simple. And then when we look at the properties for this folder, there's a couple things we want to set up. First, we want to share it. And when we look at the sharing permissions, you'll see there's a Active Directory group. It's a built-in group called Cert Publishers. We've given it change permissions. And then the second thing is you have to set permissions at the file system level, which is under the security tab. And if you look here, we've added the Cert Publishers group to the access control list, and we've given him modify permissions, which gives him all the rest of the things that he needs. And what this is for is so that the certification authority servers can publish their CRILs to the server automatically under the hood. You don't have to manually copy them over. And now that that's done, then you go over and install the basic Internet Information Server. Very straightforward. It's just the way you install it. You're going to manage add roles and features, server selection, server roles, select IIS. You click next a bunch of times, get yourself a cup of coffee, come back, it's done. And then there's a couple of things that we want to configure once it's installed. So we would go over to Tools, launch Internet Information Services Manager, which I've already got up over here. And the first thing is you go under this default website, right click, and you create add virtual directory. You create a directory called PKI, and this PKI virtual directory actually you want to map it to, I'll show you this. You just put it to the map it to the physical path. So it would be like D PKI. So it would look like that, and then up here you would just type in PKI. Very straightforward. So with the virtual directory created, there's two small modifications we need to make. First, you need to enable directory browsing. So you select the virtual directory, select directory browsing, and then there's this open feature. You select that, and then here there's an enable disable toggle. It's really small and off to the upper right. Why, I don't know. It's like not the best, but whatever. And then we're gonna come back here, and there's one more feature you need to change. So if you go under request filtering, double click that, and then we're going to edit feature settings, and there's this allow double escaping toggle. We need to turn that on, and the reason is, and we don't have any yet, but later you're going to see delta CRILs from the issuing CAs, and the delta CRIL has a plus sign at the end of it like that. And if you don't allow double escaping, then the web server won't be able to serve up those delta CRILs to our clients. And that's really it for the basic server setup for hosting CRILs and your certificates. In the next video, we're going to go ahead and set up our offline RSA root, and I'll see you there.